fine is going to make them do that. I want you all to understand. For those of you who don't know what the H-1B visa is, it is a work visa that allows you to come and work in this country. And the reason why this is a big deal for the tech companies is because they hire folks from other countries that are far smarter than American citizens, okay? So I'm putting these together. I'm connecting the dots for you. Donald Trump's America First platform means that he wants Americans to be hired. Again, okay, let me just pause and just, Donald Trump don't give a damn about none of this. So let's just put that out there. We're all operating with the understanding that Donald Trump doesn't give a damn about any of this, okay? But let's pretend that he does for the sake of argument. He wants Americans to get jobs. That's why he wants Americans first, right? So that's why he wants to get rid of all the immigrants, which this is part of. So this serves actually like two purposes. This is to stop immigrants from coming here, because if you have to pay $100,000, Elon Musk can afford it. Elon Musk can hire 10 people, spend $1 million. That's literally a penny for him. That's not a problem. Mark Zuckerberg could do the same. Bill Gates could do the same. But smaller companies or smaller folks may not be able to do that because they don't have the capital for that, right? So they're looking for places, correct, Tiffany, India, China, Japanese, South Koreans, they're all advanced, right? They're engineers and they're smart. These are the computer science gurus. We know this, and that's fine. I have no problem acknowledging other people. That's not my field, so I don't give a damn. The United States does also have tech gurus. Now, I don't want to say that. I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, there's nobody in the United States that's good enough for this. Of course they are, you know? So it's interesting that he wants to put this tax on it, this fee, because he knows he can get it from someone like Elon. He knows that he can get it from someone like Mark Zuckerberg. So it's like threefold. This is an easy way to generate money, right? Revenue. I think I told y'all that a few months ago, like the United States is broke, right? I was talking about it in 2017, 16 and 17. The United States is broke. And I told you all several months ago that part of the reason that Trump is in office is because he is so odious and so hateful, they can make him a scapegoat for them doing the things that they absolutely need to do. And because a lot of people do not pay attention when a Democratic president is there, they were doing the same things. Biden was doing the same things. Obama was doing the same things. They just were not public about it. They weren't being assholes and jerks when they were talking about it, but they were also quietly cutting a lot of things because the United States cannot afford this. Trump also said that he wants to raise the Social Security age limit. Folks, this is not about punishing old people. The United States don't have the money to pay for people to retire and get their Social Security benefits at 65. They can't afford it, okay? So remember, just gonna throw that back. That's why part of why Trump is in office is because they want us to hate him and have him say it, and it's fine. He's going to die soon. They don't care. But this is absolutely what needs to happen. The United States don't have no money. When we talk about the treasury bonds and the things and stuff like that, backed by people that we are now making adversaries, China, Japan, etc., because Trump doesn't understand how our bonds work and how they own our debt. He doesn't understand that. The average American doesn't understand that either. This is way beyond what most Americans can actually comprehend. But let's try to keep it simple right now. The H-1-B visa allows people to come and work. This is a blow to tax. So anyway, so my commentary on this is that he's putting the cart before the horse. Yes, we understand that you want Americans to have these jobs. You want U.S. citizens to have these jobs, but you cannot expect U.S. citizens to have these high-level, high intellectual processing jobs when you have been systematically dumbing down United States citizens for the last 30 years. Okay, those of us who were fortunate enough to get primary school education before No Child Left Behind took effect, we understand the difference. And then those of us who are old enough and gave birth to Gen X also understands why a high school diploma from somebody born in the 1940s and 1950s could get you a job that can get you a house and take care of families. And some of us, the niggas was taking care of 2 families, okay? My grandfather included, maintained 2 different fucking families, going to the factory, the record pressing, vinyl pressing factory, okay? So you could do that. But now you need like a master's degree to get $10 an hour. It's ridiculous, right? And so that's kind of where we are with it. And so he understands that, they understand that, but he's trying to force it. And when I say that they're putting the cart before the horse, what I'm saying is that you don't have the workers yet. So why get rid of them? So there's a gap, right? They don't know how they're going to fill that gap, because we have students dropping out of their first semester of freshman year right now, students who are part of the largest graduating class in the history of this country, because their roommates don't want to sit with them at lunch anymore, because they can't make any friends, because they can't find their classrooms. They want to come home and drop out of school. That's supposed to be the tech geniuses of the future? Absolutely not. So there's nothing in there to cushion that. He's not thinking. But it's a way to preserve white male supremacy, because he also believes that more white men could have those jobs if they didn't get rid, if they could get rid of the immigrants. But see, here's the thing. A lot of those pipeline programs that have existed to train young people to be coders and tech folks or whatever, they got rid of them, citing DEI. They're discriminatory. Black girls code, going to Appalachia and getting them to learn how to code. Those pipeline programs that they all got rid of, they said it was DEI. So now how are you going to cultivate those folks when they can't read? They can't read. You ask them, what is 10 times 10? They're like, my generation, we just memorized that. 9 times 9 is 81. 7 times 6 is 42. 8 times 7 is 56.